the last one, sir. Next slide. Next slide. Kung makikita po natin ang posting netong tinatawag nating mga initiators, there are actually 3 intersection points na common sa kanila. Una, they always counter our position in the West Philippine Sea. Secondly, kung titingnan din po natin ang posting nila, they also defend Alice Go and the Pogo. Third, they are also denying the presence of Chinese spies na nahuli ng NBI noong mga nakaraang buwan. Just to give you an example, I would like to share with you the posting of certain Miss Ana Malindog Uy. I am not saying that she is the one really managing this expose because I don't know her personally, but this is actually a public post. She said, with regard to Pogo, ano daw ang sabi ni DASA, upgraded ang Pogo seriously? Last August 6, 2024. She also commented, investigasyon ng Kongreso sa issue ng Pogo, nakakahiya. And then when it comes to the issue of the spies, last January 29, 2025, she also posted, do we really think that a superpower like China would send someone unqualified to spy on the Philippines? And when it comes to the harassment of the Chinese Coast Guard, she also said, study the footage carefully and draw your own conclusion. Note the time that when the collision happened, according to the reports and based on the footage, the Philippine Coast Guard ship MRB 4410 suddenly turned right and rammed into the Chinese Coast Guard. Again, she is actually narrating a narrative that it is the Philippine Coast Guard who rammed the China Coast Guard vessel. Miss Ana Malindog Uy, I don't know her, but again, these are public posts. And I would also like to share to the Honorable Committee the article written by Mr. Ado Paglinawan. He also wrote about Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo, suggesting that she is being disgracefully grilled by the senators. And when it comes to the spies, he also wrote an article 2 months ago saying that it's a mistaken identity is a result of sheer incompetence. And when it comes to the issue of the West Philippine Sea, publicly posted last February 27, he said the West Philippine Sea lunacy continues as China Coast Guard simply ignores our cheers. These are the types of the issues that I would like to present to the Honorable Committee, sir, to highlight that the issue of disinformation and fake news is actually countering our own position in the West Philippine Sea. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
We'll now proceed to the interpellation. Ernest Junicio, representative, is now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to our colleagues. Commodore J. Tariela, magandang hapon po sa inyo. And thank you very much for the detailed presentation. Actually, marami po akong tatanungin sa inyo, supposedly, but it was already answered by most of the questions na tatanungin, nasagot na po ng presentation ninyo. Commodore J, alam ko yung laban nyo sa West Philippine Sea eh. I would see you in the news, yung mga fake news naman na kayo yung dinidiin pa na masama. Yung masakit kasi dito, Mr. Chair, kung sino na yung nilulusob, sino na yung inaargabyado, yung pa may kasalanan. This has to stop. So, Mr. Chair, just like to ask a few more questions kay Commodore J. Commodore J, ito bang ano bang talagang diferensya sa opinion ninyo yung pagkakaiba ng opinion sa fake news?
Mr. Chair? Well, para sa akin po, Honorable Congressman, sir, no? Ang usapin po ng West Philippine Sea should not be subjected to your own opinion. Actually, as part of the transparency initiative of the Philippine government, we have been disclosing factual reports, no? Incidents that really happened, supported by photos and videos, to show the Filipino people what really transpired. So if you are a blogger or a social media influencer trying to counter such narrative, I think we should understand everybody is entitled for their own opinion, but countering a factual narrative of what really transpired with regard to our own national security is really a concern.
Yes, thank you for that. Mr. Chair, kasi yung West Philippine Sea, in my humble opinion, di lang naman kasi to geographic location, it's a symbol of our sovereignty. If I remember it correctly, Commodore J, di ba, nung last hearing natin, meron pa nga na nagkiklaim na lumalabas sa mga fake news na yung Palawan pagmamayari ng China. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's very alarming, Mr. Chair, lahat ng nangyayari na to eh. So, alam ko nag-imbestiga na kayo dito, Sir Commodore J. Ano po ba mga naobserbahan nyo? You mentioned kanina mga initiators. Ano ba to? Mga Pilipino ba to? Chinese? Or we don't know for certain?
Well, right now, Mr. Chair, what we have are only public posting of social media accounts. Just like what the former Vice President mentioned, we cannot really ascertain whether these people are the ones managing those accounts dahil hindi naman talaga natin alam kung sila yon.
Mr. Chair, may nabanggit po kanina na si Ana Malindogoy.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Do we know, Mr. Chair, does this committee have any information na bisita po ba natin siya ngayon or Filipino vlogger po ba to? Or...
Sino? Si Mark Lopez?
Hindi po, si Ana Malindogoy, mentioned by Commodore Tariela earlier, Mr. Chair.
Consent? Did we invite this personality? Unfortunately, she was not included. Is that a female?
Yes, Mr.
She
Chair.
was not included in the invitation to the resource persons.
Maybe,
Where was there?
thank you, Mr. Chair. Maybe it would be prudent since Commodore Tariela mentioned some posts that are very detrimental for our sovereignty and for the safety and security for our country, that probably this individual, be it true or not, we can try to find out through the committee and have this person invited and probably shed more light to the posts that was shared by Commodore Tariela, Mr. Chair.
Consent, please take note. This individual will be invited for the next hearing.
Moving on, Mr. Chair, yung 2016, as mentioned by Commodore Tariela, yung arbitral award, in my humble opinion, ito napakalinaw na eh, na pagmamayari ng bansa natin, yung kinokontest ng ibang bansa eh. What I don't understand is, bakit kinokontra pa to? Commodore Tariela, ang gusto ko lang malaman, meron po ba tayong specific Filipinos identified who are, you know, masasabi natin na pro-China?
Well, Mr. Chair, if we're going to base on the social media posting of what they, how they appreciate the 2016 Arbitral Award and how they downplay our fight in the West Philippine Sea, I would say that they are really going against our national security and that they are not pro-Philippines, Mr. Chair. However, I would also like to add that what is difficult for us on the Philippine Coast Guard is that we cannot really identify whether these people who are using such accounts are those actual people named with that social media account, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I would like to request that all the information that has been presented by Commodore Tariela, also yung mga vloggers na hindi naman natin ma-determine kung tao ba o Pilipino ba, baka makuha natin yung mga handle nila and maybe NBI or someone from our government can really check. Mr. Chair, this has to stop. We have to find out who these people are. Okay, baka mga Chinese to o kung hindi man, baka mga Pilipino na napinagkakalulo yung bansa natin. This has to stop. This is the reason why we have this hearing, you know, to shed light and to stop the fake news na nakaka-apekto na doon sa sovereignty ng ating bansa, Mr. Chair. Also, nakakabagabag kanina yung presentation ni Commodore Tariela na hindi lang pala West Philippine Sea, na nagduduktong-duktong din to doon sa Pogo. O, na dinidepensahan pa nila, na naduduktong pa doon kay Alice Guo, na allegedly, na spy, na, you know, ang narrative nila all about pro-China eh. So, Mr. Chair, na again, kay Commodore Tariela, kung hindi naman kalabisan sa inyo, please give this committee a copy of all the information that has been gathered by, on your side, sa Philippine Coast Guard, and we will try to dig deeper and find out who these people are and put a stop to it. It will also give guidance to us on the laws